Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Soulstice Revival's YouTube channel. If you are new, welcome. Be sure to subscribe if you like what you hear and like this video and share it with your friends if you know anybody who could utilize hearing the messages that I give you today. Now, I will be doing more tutorials, and stay tuned for that, but lately I've been doing pick-a pile readings, full moon, new moon, and other intuitive messages on this channel. And today I felt, with the space that my heart has been in and my mind, body, spirit all around, I felt called to use my angel oracle deck to connect to God and our angels. If you don't believe in God, you can look at it as spirit, Mother Nature, Gaia, the divine, Holy Spirit, whatever it is for you. And I love the cards that I pulled to start us off. Overall, the message is blessing in disguise. And I will, before I read this, just share with you what I asked Spirit to do for me today. It was to help. I asked him to use me as a channel to send messages to you guys that some of you need to hear right now, and even myself included, because as I pulled these cards, I saw a lot of even myself in there, and maybe that's why he's been drawn to give me these messages for you, perhaps because I can relate to them. So overall, we've got blessings in disguise. What appears to be a problem is actually part of your answered prayer. You'll understand the reasons behind your present situation as everything resolves. Trust in heaven's protection and infinite wisdom to answer your prayer in the best way. I think that speaks to all of us right now. With the coronavirus right now, as it stands, there's a lot of uncertainty. Some of us are without work, some of us are still working, or we've lost some of the income that we've had, and some of us have lost the complete income, and we're waiting on the stimulus check, and it's been a lot of fear and a lot of shifting and having to go within and do some inner work and figure out where these problems that we have in our life are affecting us. Where in our life are they impacting us? Is it financially? Is it in our relationships? Are we surrounded by people that we're irritated by or just need space from? But the angels are asking us to trust the process. Trust in the outcome. Trust that we are going to be okay and we are being protected. And we can remember that every night as we go to bed. Again, this stuff does not come easy. And I'm speaking from someone who experiences depression and anxiety and other things. It doesn't come easy, but we have to practice, and we have to keep showing up to practice these coping skills, like finding gratitude and in the moment, in the day, no matter if it was a bad day, what was the highlight of it? It's practice. And sometimes we practice and we don't see the result that we want, so we give up. Don't do that to yourself. Give yourself that chance to truly heal, truly transform and grow, and tread through that unfamiliar territory, because in uncertainty, that's where there's growth, when we get into those uncomfortable places that we're not used to, changing it. But remember, it's just practice. We have to keep practicing. So practice daily gratitude. You can do it with your family, you can do it with your friends, you can do it with your children, and that's excellent to teach them. We also have Cupid here, and that is, we send great waves of love into your heart and your mind, awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. So, where can we add more joy into our life, that love, that zest for life, right? Earlier this morning, I am not going to lie, I was not in a great place. You could say that I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. You could say that. And I will disclose I am a Sagittarius, so imagine a fire on the wrong side of the bed. It's like, you're lit, but you're not lit because you've been drinking. It's just one of those days. And I had to really come back and center myself and ground myself. And so then to do that, I read from my daily word. It's a daily meditation, and it pulls from the Bible. And today's was on joy. And how can I find that happiness in my life? And I feel like that's part of what this card is asking about. Is how can you find that love for life? Is it loving looking outside your window and seeing dogs playing with each other? And that playfulness brings you joy, because that joy is inside of us. Even if we're looking outside of ourselves, outside the window, wishing we had that joy, like it actually is reflected within us. And so just expressing that gratitude, right? And honoring that as love for life in itself. Loving the fact that you woke up today still breathing, still healthy. And then if you're in relationships, this is like, how can I open up more to love and deserving more of that love? Can I express it? Can I honor and love the hard times and the difficult conversations that come from the hard times? Because that is love, and unconditional love at that. So spend time focusing some of your energy on more love of life and love in your relationships. And even in the ones, like I said, that aren't on the best terms right now. What can you learn from them? What blessings could be in disguise? I don't know, but I'm going to ask myself, what is this teaching me? Not why is this happening to me? And we have to constantly practice that. Don't forget, because especially during this time, it might be constant for more of us who have to do more work to keep that balanced mind, body, spirit. Another thing that we're being asked is for us to, well, the card is opportunity to forgive. This situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. I just said that, did I not? Did I just not talk about that in those relationships, and how can we see more love in it, love in the lessons? We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies, and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. And again, this applies both to you personally and in your relationships, right? Self-love and love for others. So some of you might even be struck, like I said before, I think I did, there's some conflicts. Maybe you're living in the home and the environment is chaotic, or who knows what, there's some hostility or tension, stress, and you feel that energy. Remember to find opportunities in those situations and allow those opportunities to find positives. Or even remember, because it talks about changing your own patterns, right? Like, how is this situation helping me grow personally? Is this helping, like, especially in a relationship, right? We are each other's mirrors. So what's upsetting you in this person is something unhealed within you. Are you having to practice more patience? Are you having to practice trust? Are you having to practice compassion? Are you having to practice letting go of digging up things from the past? I'll never forget one of my favorite arguments with my boyfriend, because I'm such a hot, sassy person at times. And I love to dig stuff up from the past, right? I started to go down that path. I got the shovel out, as he basically said to me, because I went down trying to bring up something from the past, and there he goes. He just says to me, "Can I get you a shovel? Because you're digging stuff up." And I'm like, I laughed, because he was right, you know? And so that taught me about myself. It taught me, even today, we had a conversation, and I said to him, this is the exact thing I say about, or I've said to others about you. And not in a bad way, but just as something that we both struggle with. I said specifically, we both have a hard time seeing each other as our past self instead of seeing each other for who we are today. And so he had directly said that to me, and I'm like, oh my God, I just said this. Like, we're on the same wavelength. Even if it doesn't feel like it, we're seeing that there's something that we're both doing to cause that friction. And that allows growth, and that creates more showers of abundance, right? To heal your this is more financial, but with both of these other ones. No, we'll go there. With abundance, recognizing that the angels are here. And there's an abundant amount of love out there that we can give to ourselves and to others, and each other if it's in a relationship or a family situation. Now, shower of abundance. To heal your financial situation, first give your worries concerning money. Give us your worries concerning money. We will guide you in order to show you how to create and accept abundance. As we work together, your financial situation will heal as fast as you'll allow. Remember, we're always being, guided to practice the gratitude for what we do have now. It's the law of attraction. Finding gratitude in the money that you do have now, even if it's just pennies. It's honoring that. It's thanking the universe, but thanking spirit, thanking your angels for what they have, and also giving away the worries, right? So that we can be at peace in the moment. And that's part of that, because financial concerns can trigger a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry, fear, feelings of scarcity, and it can take us out of that spiritual, peaceful place within us. And if you've gone through things and you've had more difficult situations and traumas in your life, this could be particularly difficult for you. And then again, with the virus, right now, this is a huge, scary time where we've lost jobs, we've lost our income, or a significant chunk of it. And, giving that worry away to God, to your angels, allows you the space to nurture yourself in the moment so that you can be present and enjoy that zest for life. Others of you might have to take time in solitude, in meditation, asking for Spirit's guidance on what is your next move. What's one thing I can do to put myself out there to create that financial opportunity? It doesn't matter at what scale, right? It's just you're being of service. How can I do more of that, and trust that what I'm putting out there is going to be heard by somebody who needs to hear it at that particular time in whatever way it means for you. This is general reading. You can always book a personal reading, and I do have a April showers discount, half off my 15-minute and 30-minute readings, and you can see the link in this description of this video to book yours. And that will go through, that discount is offered through the end of April. We have rain today, so I've been feeling blessed because we are in a serious drought, I feel, because my pond, out where the animals, the ducks and the herons and the cranes all are, there is 2 foot at least, I'm looking outside my window right now, of water gone. Just, there hasn't been a lot of rain, so I really wanted to offer you this discount because it was part of the reason why I ended up having an amazing day, was the blessing that the rain reminded me of, the need for, at times, to purify ourselves, to detox our mind, to release what is no longer serving us. And a lot of these cards spoke to that forgiveness, opportunity to forgive. It's not just for others, it's for ourselves. And to be more compassionate towards ourselves and be that loving parent, because a lot of us are adults now, but we still need to be able to parent ourselves and nourish ourselves and nurture ourselves as if we were a child. You would tell your child that it's okay, it's going to be all right. It's not who you are, it's what you did. You can get through this. These are loving words that we need to hear. And if we're filtering our mind with a lot of negative self-talk, which I know I do at times, I have to combat that and fight back with the positive affirmations. It's powerful. I promise you it works if you do it. It works if you work it, like we say in recovery. So yeah, I know this is a hard time, but be open to love in your life. Be open to seeing the beauty in every experience and finding that beauty at this time. And I know it's not easy, especially if you've gone through trauma. I know it's not easy. If you have mental illness, I know it's even harder. I get it. But that doesn't mean you can't fight back. That doesn't mean you can't practice it. It takes practice. We have to show up. It's just a part of us. It does not define us, these things. So it takes work, it takes practice. I can't stress that enough. But if you want specific guidance, I am more than happy to help you, free of judgment, full of love. Let's just get down to helping you find what's blocking you, or it's keeping you from forgiving, or it's keeping you in negative patterns of self-hate. We can get you out of it. Again, you can book a session, and we can start there. I think this is everything that I need to share with you right now. We will let's just pull maybe one, maybe two of these Trust Your Vibes Oracle. Are there any additional messages that you would like me to share? Yes. Clear the path. See, you have to be able to give away that fear to your angels, to your guides, so that you can welcome that zest for life in whatever way it is for you. If it's going outside in nature, walking around, moving around, reading a book, you'll have to give away your worries and trust the process and have faith. Faith is the practice of giving away your worries and trusting that God is going to help you, that your angels are there to support you so that you can live and clear that path and do what brings you joy in this moment. Let's do one more. Share a breath. Don't be afraid to reach out to friends at this time either, or you check in on people. This is a time where this goes out to anybody out there who's the one who smiles and inside that they're hurting. You know how it is. You know how we are. And you know how your friends are if they're the similar way. Like reach out. You never know, even by sharing with others what you're going through, how it could impact somebody else. It might help them know that they're not alone. And name your higher self. See, 35, Spirit, again, trusting God, a higher power. A lot of you, we can forget that we're not in control. And then that is not good. If you are like me, who's a control freak, to know that there are things outside of my control. Like that's why faith can bring you so much comfort. It brings me comfort. It brings everybody comfort. It's that spiritual peace that we need to help us balance. And whatever that is for you. Some of you, it's God. Some of you, it's a goddess or a god. Some of you, it's Mother Earth. It does not matter how you get there. We each have our own path. Find yours. You can find that spiritual connection to God through doing music, through doing art, through doing whatever it is where you channel and you just get so entranced in what you're doing and you're so happy. Find that higher self and listen. There's a need for us to really breathe and ground ourselves right now. And that brings us closer to our own intuition to make intentional choices and live more purposefully in our life. And that does not mean that it has to be some extravagant thing. It can mean just when you wake up in the morning and you intentionally choose to sit up in bed and thank God or thank Spirit for breath. It can be that simple, especially if you're not used to that practice. It can be in the shower when you're doing something that you're on automatic pilot, but picking an affirmation to say to yourself while you're in the shower doing that mundane thing. It's intentional living. It's saying, I'm choosing to show up in this way today, in this moment, just for today. So I hope these messages help you guys in some way, and look back for more. I will probably do some new moon readings next week. I'm also doing some virtual moon circles. If you're interested, you can find that in the link below as well. Have a great day, and tomorrow's Friday, so if you are working, maybe that means TGIF. For others of us, it's like, it's just another day, but how can we make it a better day? What can we do purposefully, welcoming in more love in our life? So have a good one. Bye-bye.